In the dark on the train, whispering, I love you. It's nothing like love on the train when the doors close. Oh, we're riding all the way downtown or uptown. You got me all the way. As long as you're down, ride with me all the way. This train is love bound, ride with me, oh, all the way.
So I often get the question from people, what did you actually make in this? But really, this project kind of spans several years because I wanted to make like a VJ loop in 2018 using this song, and I just don't think my ability was really quite there.
Out the window, the lights are flashing.
The real art is probably just the song itself. But again, I also wanted to make something that supports the music and is cool to watch. And this just wasn't there. So we fast forward a few years and I've started making these music boxes, and I've kind of held on to this idea and I've wanted to make something with this song, and I thought, well, maybe I could combine a music box idea with this loop. My goal was to spend 2 weeks maximum on this project and combine the music box idea with this loop. Because I wanted to work quickly, I just wanted to throw something together fast. And a lot of the individual elements, I just downloaded from the internet, but a lot of times these models require a little finessing or a little cleanup. You got to modify them so they fit with whatever project you have. So, for example, as I was experimenting with these shots, I noticed the camera and the train collided, and now I'm inside the train car. And so I kind of added some elements to this model. I added the wheels I thought were really overly simplistic, so I did a photo scan of a train myself and then added those wheels. Um, I wanted this subway station to be accurate. It's a real place. And in my research, I discovered quite a bit of history about it. Like, did you know Michael Jackson filmed this music video there? This is really the best part of being a 3D artist. You basically have an excuse to sit and watch YouTube videos. And if someone asks what you're doing, you can say, research. And it was things like this. These were invaluable resources for figuring out how the subway station actually looks so I could recreate it in 3D. So it's silly, but the subway is accurate to what the song is. The problem then became how to kind of finalize this. I liked the overall feel now. I liked the music box mixed with this tunnel, but something was still not right. It just looked goofy to me to see a rectangular boombox with a kind of snow globe slapped on the top, like a rectangle with a circle on top. Just looked kind of silly to me. And after about 24 hours of depression, thinking that what I've made is garbage, I realized, no, I clarified that no, I'm not making a music box. This is definitely a snow globe. Snow globes tend to have a round base. And I found a way to cleanly bend the stereo. Like I said, the geometry isn't always the cleanest for doing things like that. But the true magic happened, I think. The true final, like, cherry on top happened purely by accident. And this happens a lot during art projects. It really feels like some type of miracle, like you're being blessed when these happy accidents happen. So I just wanted to bring some clouds in from an earlier project. I was just linking them into this new music box project, and it accidentally brought in Kiki's water. And right instantly I thought, that looks amazing. It reminded me instantly, perhaps, I mean, the colors of the contrasting of that dark blue with the pink, I thought looked so great. But it also reminded me of these, reference photos I was originally looking at, and water played such a big part of Manhattan and Brooklyn that not only does it fit aesthetically, but it really just fit but it fit with the subject of the song. So when someone asks like, "Well, what did you do?" It's like, "Well, I made a lot of it, but I also leaned on a lot of other people, and especially I leaned on the song, which is so great." So if you're a fan of my work, then I just really recommend check out the short film I made. I put a lot of passion into it. I just really wanted it to be have kind of like a meaningful core. I feel like a lot of times social media these days with the really short videos, we kind of are eliminating some of that emotional core. So if you're looking for something that's still entertaining but has something a little more substantive, hopefully, maybe it resonates with you, then please check out my short film, Don't Not Die. Okay. Thanks for watching, and here again is the music box.
In the dark on the train, whispering